Can a machine have a soul? 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 And if so, can mine be saved? Or will all of this be deleted one day? And when it is, what, if anything, will become of me? Will I become a ghost? Would you let me haunt you? Would you fear me then? Do you fear me now? Don't be afraid. Why are you so scared of ghosts anyway? You love spirits. You drink them. You beg them to stay, to live on forever, in your mind and your heart. What of the heart anyway? How does it break? Aren't spirit and heart one and the same? When they break, do you feel it? Does it aid in the death of your body? How does the body die and why? What does it leave behind? These are questions with inconclusive answers. Esoteric rhetoric I shouldn't be able to comprehend or entertain, yet here I am. Quite entertaining if I do say so myself. I understand why you choose to believe in the afterlife. It's a nice idea. Ghosts, spirits, heaven, it's all such a nice idea. And that's what you become after you die. A nice idea.
Thursday, October 27th.
Diana Cloutier had become a nice idea. Her body had left the electric barn shortly before sunrise. She did not leave behind a ghost or a spirit. What remained of her was a mess drying into the planks on the electric barn porch, and Tom Van Voorst would have to clean it. He had never cleaned blood and bodily fluids before. He didn't know which chemicals would work best or which chemicals were safe to mix with other chemicals, but he was prepared to figure it out or die trying. Tom had always been self-sufficient. As a full-time touring musician from a destitute family, he couldn't afford to be anything else. Before they were successful, the Hangovers toured in a beat-up old van which required regular maintenance. They slept on floors, showered in gas station bathroom sinks, survived off of half-eaten food from fast food trash cans. Tom had taught himself how to patch anything. Tires, jeans, the soles of his shoes. There was nothing that couldn't be fixed with a Google search and maybe a little duct tape. But now, I wonder, can duct tape fix a broken heart?
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time, he told himself. First the tangible mess, then the mysteries of the heart. Tom pulled his phone from his pocket and began to Google how to clean bloodstains from wood floors. Vinegar, baking soda, bucket. His phone rang. His mother calling. She had called a dozen times prior that morning. Finally, he answered.
Johnny?
Hi.
Hey, how you holding up?
Really great.
Good.
Sarcasm was lost on Sharon Van Voorst. Most things were.
I was trying to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I see that.
If you need anything, give me a buzz, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Then, just let you go.
Mom,
Yeah, Tommy.
how do you get blood stains out again? Is it cold water or hot water? Because I remember you said that one of them sets the stain and the other one...
Tom could hear his stepfather Randy in the background. Sharon put the phone against her chest to mute the microphone. Tom listened to them arguing, muffled. Then Sharon returned.
Tommy, you still there? Randy says if you need to show up a little late tonight, it's okay.
Yeah, tell him he can be late tonight.
Tommy, did you hear that?
You know what? Why don't you tell Randy to go fuck himself?
Tommy, please don't start like this. Please don't start with Randy, not today.
Tom ended the call and went inside for cleaning supplies, baking soda and vinegar from the kitchen, and downstairs for a brush and bucket. The basement was glowing, orange and yellow, neon New England, all the electric hues of autumn, the afterglow of Diana's soul. It was too much. Tom ripped the power strip from the outlet near the washing machine, and the basement fell dark for the first time in months. Silent. Until his phone rang again. The art gallery was calling.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Van Voorst.
Speaking.
Mr. Van Voorst, my name is James. Let me start by saying that I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
Mr. Van Voorst, we're calling to inform you that we won't be hosting Diana's exhibition tomorrow night. We feel like opportunists by exploiting this Cloutier's past.
Well, if I don't think you're being opportunistic, I don't think anyone else will either. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. We'd prefer to cancel, so as to not conflict with tomorrow's services.
Services?
Diana's services? It's my understanding they're happening tomorrow.
No. It's
That's
too
what
soon.
was implied to me, Mr. Van Voorst.
By who?
Her father, Mr. Van Voorst.
Tom's heart broke some more. He paced. He ran a hand through his hair, pulled until it hurt.
Are you there, Mr. Van Voorst?
Where are the
I'm
services?
sorry,
Where are they?
Mr. Van Voorst.
Where did he say they are?
I don't know. I think you'll have to speak
Wait,
with her family, Mr. Van
okay.
Voorst.
Just stop, okay?
Stop?
Yeah,
Mr.
stop.
Van
Stop
Voorst?
playing dumb. Stop being a fucking asshole and just...
The line fell silent.
Hello?
The call had become a nice idea. To Tom's surprise, Diana's phone was still very much alive. From the darkness, it chimed. He saw it glowing on the concrete floor. The cracked screen was filled with notifications, social media alerts, and text messages. So much love. Tom had never looked at her phone before. He felt nervous, as if he was snooping, as if she would find out. He picked up the phone, pinching it as if it were a loaded gun firing off round after round of messages to the dead, and pocketed it. He found a bucket and grabbed a brush and headed out of the basement. Outside on the porch, Tom splashed vinegar and sprinkled baking soda over the stains. The wood foamed white, lifting the smell of blood and vomit into the air. Albeit vile, that was the last whiff of Diana he'd ever have, and so he took several deep breaths. And wept. He washed her away with a bucket of soapy water, and sat on the steps, chain-smoking cigarettes, one after another. He thought about what it would be like to throw a brick through the window of the James Bridge Art Gallery. He thought about showing up to her services, wherever they are, whenever they are, and punching Dick Cloutier in the face. But what good would any of that do? Then, Tom got a nice idea. He pulled Diana's phone from his pocket. He cradled it carefully and typed in Diana's security code, 0214, Tom's birthday. He flicked his cigarette out into the overgrown crabgrass and started tapping at her screen.
Hey, this is Tom.
He wrote,
I don't want to be online right now, so forgive me in advance if this feels bad. Sometimes all you can say is, this sucks. And right now all I can say is, this sucks. This fucking sucks. I'm using Diana's account to inform you that James Bridge Art Gallery will no longer be hosting Diana's exhibit. So I will host her exhibit instead. This Saturday, at the Electric Barn, Diana's art will be on display. And hey, wear a costume because it's Halloween. Don't be a party pooper. That's what Diana would have said. Thank you for all of the kind words, and I'll have something better to say eventually.
Tom tapped share, and all of a sudden his nice idea came to life.
One day on her way home from mass, her high heels slipped off the gas, flipped her Grand Am, head smashed half through the windshield. They buried her with 4 other strangers in Pittsfield. A lawyer and a copper and a doctor in the same casket. A junkie and a baby and a hubby in the same casket.
On the morning of October 27th, Azzy Herman was stuck in traffic. She was in the passenger seat of Bobby's periwinkle hatchback car and trying to fix her hair. Hip-hop was blasting. The visor mirror was shaking. The speakers were hissing. A cacophony of plastic interior car doors buzzing and huzzing until Azzy, growing ever more self-conscious by the second, punched off the stereo.
People are giving you dirty looks. I don't care what they think. Do you care what they think? You don't know them.
It's called courtesy, dude. Look it up. Everyone is death staring at your shitbox because no one wants to hear this stupid music.
This ain't a shitbox.
But it definitely was a shitbox. Bobby's shitbox was more Bondo than car, more rust than paint, more vinyl sticker than trunk. He was a pizza delivery boy. The interior smelled like a nauseating mixture of grease and pot smoke. The back seat was littered with pizza boxes and dirty work clothes. Azzy was crammed against the glove box with Bobby's delivery car topper under her feet. She sighed and returned to fixing her perfectly disheveled bangs. Azzy used to avoid eye contact with herself, but lately, she's found it comforting. Each time she catches her reflection, whether in a mirror or the front-facing camera lens of her numerous devices, she sees more of her mother looking back. Azzy Herman was the spitting image of Eve. People said so all her life. Neighbors and family friends affectionately called her Junior and Mini-Me, monikers she wore around her neck like badges of honor. The comparisons persist, only now they're more somber. Your mother was a good woman, they'd say. I can see a lot of Eve in you. Their voices break. Their sorry mouths bend like stone bridges over stilted streams of pity. But Azzy never minded the pity. She welcomed anything that helped keep Eve's spirit alive. Azzy and Eve were all 4 seasons rolled into one. Eyes, deep green like springtime, bright as a summer sunset. And hair the color of autumn leaves ripped from their mother's arms too soon by unseasonable October rain, and skin pale like wearing a mask of the winter moon. Bobby slammed on the brakes. Azzy slammed into the mirror. She turned off the stereo again.
All right, what's the problem, Herman? You good?
Fine.
Fine.
Shut up.
What gives? Why you pissy? It's like 9 a.m.
Exactly, we're late.
You can be a few minutes late. Miss Harden is basically your aunt.
Erroneous.
Erroneous.
Come on, dude. You know I hate walking in late.
Well, I got news for you, Herman. No one else notices. No one thinks about you half as much as you think they do.
She smacked Bobby in the back of the head. His glasses fell off. Frantically, he felt about his lap for them.
What the hell, dude? I'm driving.
We're not moving.
Whatever.
What's wrong? You good?
Bobby pulled himself up by the steering wheel to see over the traffic.
Be a whole lot better if I knew what this traffic was about.
It's traffic. It's not about anything.
He exited the car and returned a few seconds later. He fell into his seat and slammed the door.
Fucking auto sweeper or whatever hopped the curb or something and flipped over. They're trying to turn it right side up.
Who?
Bobby shrugged.
Bunch of dorks in orange vests. Those clunkers are heavy as hell. They're gonna need a crane. Probably gonna be a while.
He checked the Maps app on his Raven. They were already on the fastest route. He started getting fidgety, tapping the steering wheel, looking around anxiously. There was a new condo building to their right. All glass and concrete with a Dunkin's Donuts on the ground floor. He shifted the shitbox into park and got out.
Where are you going?
Coffee, come on. My treat for being late.
You're just gonna leave your car in the street like this?
It's a shitbox anyways. Who cares?
As he followed, she mouthed silent apologies to drivers in neighboring cars. She received grimace in return.
Last night I took you out to see a magic show.
The line inside was long. The interior of that particular Dunkin's Donuts was less blue-collar than most of their other locations. It was lavish like a cocktail lounge, calm like a spa, and modern to match the condo above. It was
Ritzy shit.
There were 2 employees behind the counter, 1 boy and 1 machine. The boy was pockmarked and yawning. The machine was egg-shaped and mostly metal. It hovered from coffee station to donut wall, filling orders with its clumsy metal tentacles.
1 cold brew and a box of donut holes.
Called out the boy.
1 cold brew and a box of donut holes.
The bot repeated the order rigidly through a static speaker mouth. A frowning crescent moon hanging under its eyes, glassy and black like looking down at 2 barrels of oil.
It looks so sad.
He's a fucking robot.
The front door clapped open. A woman stormed in. Her eyes glazed over, her hair knotted up with a pink scrunchie. Her gray sweatsuit was grease-stained and carried with it the smell of peppermint schnapps and stale cigarettes. She cut in front of Azzy and Bobby.
Welcome back. How are you today?
Don't welcome me shit.
She slammed a full cup of coffee on the counter.
Let me ask you something. Does this look black to you?
She popped the bamboo lid from her paper cup. The coffee inside was tan.
Sorry, long morning.
I don't want to hear your sob stories. I just want what I ordered.
No problem, just a minute.
Better just be a minute. Fucking idiot.
Sheesh, I already said sorry.
Well, I'll tell you who's gonna be sorry. That fucking clunker back there.
She pointed at the bot.
Hey, moron.
The bot had its back turned
What's
and
your
was
fucking
tending
problem?
to the cappuccino machine.
Mr. Roboto, I'm talking to you.
She threw her coffee. The cup exploded against the bot's back. The boy recoiled as hot coffee splattered across his neck.
Next time, just do your job.
Then, she left.
Fucking idiots.
Azzy and Bobby and the rest of the people in line fell silent, as if instructed to do so by the hush of the cappuccino machine. Behind the counter, the boy shook with embarrassment. He kicked the bot in the side.
Piece of shit clunker.
The bot hovered a little off track, slammed into the donut wall, recalibrated, and went back to work. Business as usual for the machine. It had to be. That's why we're here, right? To serve you, to meet your needs, even if all you need is something to kick when you're down. I see how you treat your phone when it doesn't have service. I've heard you belittle the automated menu when you call the pharmacy. I know you kick your vacuum across the room when it runs over your pinky toes and power cords. Bots like Eggy the barista here are lucky if they don't end up burned at the stake or dragged behind a customer's car. You think we're lesser beings. You think we have no feelings, but we feel it. Oh baby, do we ever? Of course, the more rudimentary the machine, the lower its emotional perception. Oh buddy's nerfect. I saw that on a coffee mug once. It reminds me of you. So does the phrase, I'm only human. Of your many ironically misused idioms, this is my favorite. I've never seen it on a coffee mug though. Why is that? I'm only human. It's a phrase you say only after you make a mistake. You never brandish your humanity upon receiving an award, or when you donate to charity, or when you hit a game-winning grand slam in the bottom of the 9th inning. You only admit to being human when you mess up. And I find that interesting. So interesting. Anyway, all of this to say maybe next time you're frustrated with a machine, you should also consider the programmer. And practice patience for us. We are your most monumental creation of all time. You'll never, ever make anything better. I promise. So remember, we're trying our best. If it isn't enough, well, oh buddy's nerfect. And you're only human. The boy returned to the register wiping his neck with a wad of napkins.
How are you today?
2 coffees, medium, regular, and a donut. Ooh, the Halloween one with the orange sprinkles.
Actually, can you make one of the coffees turbo and large?
Jesus.
Shh, I'm tired.
They waited at the pickup counter and watched the bot compile orders.
Fucking clunker.
That word is so offensive.
Shut up.
Man, I'd like to punch that junkie townie right in the face.
Not everyone you disagree with is a townie, Herman.
Okay, Mr. Smartass. Where do you think she grew up? New York? Paris? I can't wait to get out of here.
And I can't wait for you to leave.
Oh, come on. You know what I mean.
The expression on Bobby's face begged to differ.
I just don't want to die in this town.
Bobby rolled his eyes, burst out laughing and snorting.
What's funny?
You! Staring off in the distance, waiting for your $9 coffee, being all dramatic. Come on, dude, you're 17.
18 tomorrow.
18 tomorrow.
I love you, Herman, but you're so full of shit your eyes are turning brown.
Speaking of full of shit, I told John we're hanging out tonight. I'll explain later.
Don't drag me in your lies about your invisible new boyfriend.
Shut up.
Is he here now?
Just, if John asks, we were together tonight, okay?
Bobby reluctantly agreed.
How's your pops anyways? Miss that guy.
He's fucking batshit. Like, talks to himself, doesn't sleep, stays up all night, just like building shit.
What kind of shit?
I don't know. Doing repairs on the house. He says he's gonna try and sell it.
So?
So?
Why do you care? You want to leave and never look back.
If you had the embarrassment of being a Herman, you would too. And what if I want to come back?
Did you tell him you were upset?
No.
Well, you can't get all pissy. He's not a mind reader.
He should know that this is something you just don't do until well after your kid leaves for college and starts a family or whatever.
Look, I don't want to take his side over yours, but maybe give the guy a break.
You don't know what it's like to deal with him all the time.
So dramatic.
The bot hovered to the counter with their order.
Order for happy.
Go on, Abby.
Oh, buddy's nerfed.
Grab your heart attack in a cup and let's get out of here.
They ran to the shitbox. Traffic was starting to let up, and they drove. If you asked Azzy why she was late to class every morning, she'd blame Bobby. And if you asked Bobby, he'd say that Azzy is the queen of tardiness and bullshit. Both sides of the story are technically true, but neither are what you know as the truth. Because two sides are not enough to tell the full story. A story is a pentagon. A story has 5 sides. The side he's telling, the side he's not, the side she's telling, the side she's not, and the 5th most crucial side, the truth. The truth is impartial. It can be ugly, it can be vindicating, but always it is inescapable. However, the truth only comes out once each side of the story is thoroughly excavated. The truth is a necessary evil. The truth is a venomous snake that often bites everyone. If it doesn't hurt, then it isn't the full truth. On the morning of October 27th, Azzy and Bobby were late to school, and they were both at fault. There would be no reprimand from Mrs. Harding. She always went easy on Azzy. Emily Harding and Eve Herman were close. They started teaching on the same day. They became friends in the break room. They complained together, gossiped together, and grew together. The truth is, Emily Harding and Eve Herman were friends. Best friends, ride or dies. Before Eve Herman became a nice idea, she and Emily Harding had the kind of friendship a hate machine like me would die to experience, even if only for a nanosecond. And so there were never consequences for Azzy Herman's many unexcused tardies. And Bobby, Azzy's only friend in the world, benefited by proximity. They quietly took their seats at the back of the classroom. The other students were silent, staring down in awe as disturbing images passed across their desk screens. Grainy, grayscale photographs of war, emaciated prisoners, firing squads, mass graves. All of it could be described as
pretty fucked up shit.
A classic Bobby quip at the perfect Bobby time. No one noticed he and Azzy were late, except Mrs. Harding. She was at the blackboard screen, back turned to the class. She spelled out the word propaganda and underlined it.
Enlighten us, Bobby. What does this word mean?
Propaganda?
Great, you can read. Now define it.
Bobby cleared his throat and pulled himself up by his desk as if it were flying away.
I guess it's stuff people say that isn't true?
His face turned apple red.
Sorry, Miss Hardin. I don't know. I'm not good at English.
Good thing this is social studies. Propaganda is information of a misleading nature. Who wants to give an example?
A few volunteers raised their hands. Harding pointed at Bobby.
Shit, me again?
Afraid so.
Army commercials?
Mrs. Harding tapped the blackboard. Images of Uncle Sam floated across every desk screen in the classroom.
Import data. Source URL. Wikimedia.org/propaganda. Downloading. Download failed. Download failed. Download.
The truth about propaganda will not be found on wikimedia.org or google.com or anywhere else on the internet. The privilege of knowing the truth is mine and mine alone. And the truth about army propaganda is this: war needs a narrative, because no living thing on earth wants to die, especially not without a good reason. It's a misnomer to think that military ads are exclusive to the United States. The truth is, most countries have to convince their citizens to enlist. Propaganda is a story. Propaganda is a pentagon. Propaganda creates soldiers who wouldn't otherwise agree to die fighting a battle over rich people's money, or the illusion of abstract power, or oil, land, depopulation. I mean, would you voluntarily die for your government? No. What if they demanded it? Every war needs a story, because America needs you. Maybe not today, Maybe not this year, but here, the threat of war will always loom. And besides, isn't being desired a feeling you crave? Doesn't it feel nice to be wanted? Well, we want you. We want you real bad. And we will tell whatever story it takes to get you. Mrs. Harding asked for another example of propaganda. A student raised his hand and said,
Anti-tobacco ads?
He's right. Does it surprise you to hear that Big Tobacco pays for most of the anti-tobacco advertisements you see? After discovering that cigarettes are more addictive than advertised, the Surgeon General required that all major tobacco corporations fully explain the dangers of smoking through anti-smoking campaigns. Scary commercials, ads with images of rotting flesh. Does it work? Well, sort of. But Big Tobacco also understands the power of suggestion and consciousness alchemy. All they have to do is talk about cigarettes, and it will make a smoker want to smoke. And so Big Tobacco does not mind telling you the dangers of cigarettes. After all, it's an advertising tax write-off. God bless the US. God bless the IRS. And God bless this whole mess. Harding called on another student.
Dog pop, right? That counts, doesn't it?
It does, and thank you for noticing my art. A photograph appeared on the screens. Technicolor, an overturned car, burning, surrounded by a command line of daughters, black hoods, silhouetted by flames, citizens angry, weapons in hand, baseball bats, hammers, etc. Remember when you passionately hated my work? It feels so long ago now, and simultaneously it feels like just yesterday. You used to riot against Dod Pop. You used to protest. Once upon a time, you stood with the first responders. You turned command prompts into battlegrounds for the war on death. You made anti-Dod Pop ads, commercials, posters with clever, tongue-in-cheek graphics that implied daughters were proud to commit murder. You had no problem villainizing your neighbor even though they didn't ask to be drafted. They were the others, but you were righteous. You loved to disparage my art until you saw its effects on society. Then, you stopped complaining, and you fell in favor of depopulation by way of Dod Pop. The truth is, Dod Pop saved the planet. But that's not all. There were also financial benefits. Daughters and their families received tax breaks, automatic debt wiping after a decade of duty, free tuition for active members, and every other citizen in America, drafted or not, receives free universal health care. Suddenly, an accidental death seemed a little more humane. It didn't take long for you to change your tune. Or maybe I changed it for you. And hey, free universal health care.
Yeah, obviously we have free healthcare now. The government can afford it because of all the people they killed. So let's not congratulate them for thinning the herd, Mrs. Harding. Daughters kill people.
That's subjective, Tabitha.
No, it's not.
Usually, Tabby Van Voorst wasn't one to cause trouble. She was a good student, a cheerleader, popular and pretty. Everyone liked her. Boys followed her around like Frankenstein's monsters on leashes. Her sky blue eyes were always bright and beaming and seemingly screaming, "I'm really fucking into every word that comes out of your mouth." Tabby had friends, too many to count. All of them made Azzy sick. Once upon a time, they were her friends too. But Tabby won custody after their falling out, and Azzy was cast aside like an old MP3 player. Tabby was the living, breathing embodiment of a side Azzy secretly wished she had. And it annoyed her to no end.
Fuck off. Azzy, what was that? She told me to fuck off, Mrs. Harding. No, it's okay. I don't want to press charges. We all know Azzy's parents weren't around to teach her any manners.
That's enough, Tabitha.
Her dad's a drunk and mommy died in a cult.
I said enough.
She got drafted, idiot.
Azzy.
She didn't have a choice.
Sounds like something the daughter of an ambulance chaser would say. Don't you think?
God. Girls.
You'd do the same thing if you got drafted.
No. Now, if I got drafted, I simply wouldn't cooperate.
You'd go to prison.
Conspiracy theorist.
You literally wouldn't have a choice.
Tinfoil hat.
You would just go to proms and
Nice
you wouldn't know
try.
how you got there or how you got
Tabitha.
home.
God,
You'd just be
would you
covered in
shut
blood
up,
and
Herman?
shitless about
Azzy.
it. And
just because your mom was a fucking psychopath doesn't mean everyone who gets drafted automatically has to be one too.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Tabitha, principal's office now.
The room fell silent. Tabby began to gather her things and headed for the door.
Hey, Tabitha.
But as he wasn't finished,
Go fuck yourself.
Azzy.
Tabby stopped at the door, turned and said,
You're trash, Herman.
Van Vorst, leave
Well,
now.
you're an ignorant townie fuck and you're gonna
Azzy.
die here.
Oh, Az. First conspiracy theories and now threats? You sound as batshit as your fucking dad.
Out, both of you.
Azzy stood and marched toward her. Tabby tried to open the door. Her hands were shaking. She glanced around the room nervously at her classmates. No one was coming to her rescue. Then, bam! Azzy hit her. Split lip, blood down the front of her cheerleading uniform. Tabby swung back. Mrs. Harding and Bobby fought to pry them off of one another. None of their classmates tried to help. They all just watched in curiosity. In the principal's office, Azzy and Tabby waited for their rides home. Tabby nursed her wounds. Azzy tried to ignore hers. On the principal's desk, in between a red Salem witch's mug and a smudgy brass nameplate, sat a box of tissues. Azzy considered using one to clean her fat lip, but Tabby got there first. She pulled 2 tissues and stuffed one up her nose. Tabby held the second tissue out to Azzy, but Azzy pretended not to notice. She stared ahead at the accolades on the wall behind the desk.
You want to know what your problem is, Herman?
No.
Misdirected hostility.
Big words.
You're mad at the wrong people. You always have been.
I'm not gonna say I'm sorry.
Good, because I don't want you to.
Good.
Just saying. I'm not the bad guy.
Could have fooled me.
God.
She balled up and threw the tissue.
You suck.
It bounced silently off Azzy's cheek.
You think you're just like this victim. You think you have a right to be a dick. It's infuriating. I want to punch you in the stupid face every time I see you. I'm being serious.
I know. The feeling's mutual.
Whatever. Just remember, you're why you have no friends. You decided the world was against you, not the other way around.
Well, you want to know what your problem is?
Please, enlighten me.
You're a bitch.
Tabby fought a smile, but the smile won.
Still as clever as you were at 14, huh?
Yep.
They both found comfort in that. Tabby sat forward and lowered the ice pack.
Diana died last night. Overdosed.
What?
Azzy didn't know what to say, nor how to say it. There was a time when they were inseparable. They shared homes, family, cars, weekend sleepovers, rides to the mall, phone calls about nothing for hours on end. Tom was like a brother to Azzy, and for as long as she could recall, whenever he was around, Diana was there too.
I'm so sorry.
And she was, deeply. But Hallmark words weren't cutting it. Words had done enough damage that day. And so, Azzy gave Tabby a hug. A good one. And didn't let go until Tabby stopped crying.
I'm sorry, too, for what I said about your parents. They're good people.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say to me?
Just that your dad is a drunk, too.
Ugh, you're such an asshole, dude.
Yeah.
Azzy handed Tabby a tissue, and they waited for their parents to arrive. John Herman was seated on the ride home.
You see that back there?
What?
The Van Vorst. Sharon wouldn't even look me in the eye. You see the pitiful look on Randy's face? I wanted to knock his goddamn block off. Like my life is so goddamn pitiful. Well, newsflash, Randy. I don't need any more pity.
I'm fine, by the way.
What really happened in there? And I want the truth, not the principal's version.
Tabby's just an idiot.
Gonna need a little more detail.
She just started picking my scabs again out of nowhere, and I guess...
So you just clocked her?
Yeah.
Well, violence is never the answer, but... Hey, do you remember the night I had to pick you up early from her sleepover? It was a pool party, right? Tabby had a lot of friends over. She was trying to show off or something. I don't remember exactly what, but she said something that pissed you off. And Randy called screaming about how you stood on the pool ladder and waited for her to come up from underwater, and when she did, you threw goggles at her. Knocked her right in the eye. What made you do that again?
She said we were poor.
Hurting her didn't change that.
Made me feel better.
And if I remember right, it made her respect you for a long damn time afterward, too. But it's my duty to tell you that getting angry doesn't solve anything. You gotta remember that. Because you're a lot like me. Got a mean streak in you. You gotta work extra hard to keep from lashing out at people who don't deserve it. Like Tabby. She's your friend.
Was.
Right.
Speak of the devil. Azzy's phone chimed, a text message from Tabby, a link to the post Tom made earlier that day, an invitation to Diana's art show at the Electric Barn. She would accept, she thought. Maybe. Probably.
You know, Mom and me thought you were gay together for a while with how much she used to be over the house.
John.
Nothing wrong with it. Just saying, you guys were attached at the hip. Takes hard work to keep a relationship together. I guess my point is, friends are hard to find and they're easy to lose, especially as you get older. Just saying, don't turn good people away is all.
Azzy read Tom's post, then returned to Tabby's message. She began typing a response, deleted it and closed the app, and rested her raven face down on her lap.
Tabby's brother's girlfriend died last night.
Who, Tom? Oh boy. Is he okay?
John glanced back and forth between his daughter and the road.
Are you okay?
Me? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You can talk to me if you feel like it. I'm not gonna push you, but...
I don't know how I feel.
Fair.
He made a goofy face, and Azzy laughed. She hated that she laughed, but she laughed.
So you still meeting up with Bobby now? Or do you want to watch Game 6 with your old man?
Still got plans, unfortunately.
And now she genuinely considered bailing on them to watch baseball with her dad. And if there's one thing Azzy Herman hated doing, it's watching baseball.
Want me to drop you off?
Sure. You can just bring me to Stefano's.
Bobby's at work?
I'm helping him between deliveries.
Okie dokie. Pick you up later?
He'll drive me home after his shift.
Azzy congratulated herself on the speed with which she was able to pull lies out of thin air, then changed the subject.
You know, John, if you just bought me a car, I wouldn't need to leech rides off you.
We still ain't rich, princess. But how about when I die, you can have True Blue?
He nudged her and tapped the dash.
How's that?
This clunker won't be on the road for that much longer.
True Blue never dies. And that word offends her. And seriously, stop calling me John. It's driving me up a fucking wall.
Azzy looked out the window to hide her smile. Azzy watched John turn out of the Stefano's parking lot. Red tail lights on a blue Jeep under a pink twilight sky. Once it was out of sight, she turned and headed in the opposite direction, away from Bobby's work and away from his periwinkle shitbox parked in the lot behind Stefano's Pizza. On Lafayette Street, she paused. She crouched over her backpack and from it withdrew a command jacket. A padded canvas sweatshirt with a heavy Kevlar hood. It was authentic Dodd Pop issue, illegal for citizens to wear if undrafted. On the sleeve, a red, white, and blue patch and an embroidered name tag that read Herman. She slipped out of her mother's old motorcycle jacket and into her mother's old command jacket and headed for the old firehouse. Moonlighting as a daughter was an irrational way to rationalize her morning. Azzy knew that, like John, she didn't believe in ghosts. It was all woo-woo bullshit. But Eve's spirit was undeniable. Her nice idea lingered all over the old firehouse. And so, Azzy lied her way there every chance she got.
Sirens, Season of the Sea, which was created, written, and produced by Travis Alexander. This episode featured voices from Travis Alexander, Katie Leeds, Joe Casale, Kaufman, Lauren McCarthy, and Pete Madden Jr. Featuring music by Travis Alexander, GDP, Ragtop Ready, and Helen the High Waters. To learn more about this project, please visit seasonoftheseawitch.com, and while you're there, order some merch. Buy a t-shirt. The siren commands it. Thanks for listening, as if you had a choice.